can't win. They can't win. No new friends. No new friends. Football fans. They sleep again. They sleep. We wake them up. Wake up, the champs is in. Champion. We want back ends. Back in. Wipe my sins. Wipe it. They can't win. They can't win. No new friends. No new friends. Football fans. Football. They sleep again. They sleep. We wake them up. Wake up, the champs is in. Yeah. Wake up, the cake up, raise up, or make us do something we don't want to. Bite down on you, right now on you. Juke to the left, they dodging it. Can't play the role, you fraudulent. Waiting on the rain for the stars in it. 4x4 double parking it. Wanna play like
Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the Denver Broncos. No more training camp, no more exhibitions. The 2018 NFL season on EA Sports is underway. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Working out of the gun, Cousins. He's airing it out for Williams. And got his man complete. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down. Spectacular catch turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves them from a 3 and out. They go play action here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And that's incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On 3rd down, Cousins. And Hill with it over the middle. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. That's complete to Meredith. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here we go.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Tyrone Crawford in on the tackle.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him in just a couple and force a 3rd down.
This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This is the rookie from USC, Ronald Jones, his first NFL carry. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
That was a nice play by the defense, but the offense can't let that one play define them. Let it go, move on, and start over again.
Here we go, 46.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the 1st. Here's a give to Penny, and that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Second down, Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
We're going, let's go.
They begin with a run by Davis. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
And they'll run it here. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. The Broncos on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
We're going. We're going. Let's go. Set.
From the gun, here's Cousins. And going deep for Hill. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Let's go. Let's finish now. 26.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that'll be incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Everybody, 26.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
26.
Prescott from the gun. The bullet throw, but incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Fielded at about the 28. .21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. They got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards.
Go ahead, go ahead. Hey, we're good, we're good, we're good. Go ahead, go ahead.
2nd down, Cousins. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver 1st down.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Early down stuffs to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
They go play action. Cousins. Flush to his right. And going deep for Hill. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. And the Broncos.
I can't believe they didn't let me get that, dog. I got on Sherman. Oh, my God. Yo, how that nigga missed that ball?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. This offense trots back out there now, and as they do, Charles, one thing to point out that we saw a second ago are some of the new rules in the NFL this year regarding kickoffs.
Yeah, nowadays, the kickoff team, no more running starts. Remember that when you got to circle a guy around and here he goes? No more. You have to start, close to the ball. And when it's kicked, then you get to take off and go, so you can't build up your speed that way. Also, when you're returning it, remember those wedges that we used to say where guys would form together, 2 or 3 guys? No more of those. So it'd be a lot more man-on-man, one-on-one blocking. And also they have rules about where people have to be when the ball's kicked, where they have to be when the ball's caught. So to me, it's much more like a punt return than it is an actual kickoff return. So I'm eager to see if teams now take their punt returners, those nifty guys who make people miss in the open field, and make them the kickoff returners as well, because I think you can still get big plays in this area if you have the right people back there.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
It's caught, Stills, right side. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Here you go. Everybody, count.
Now a play fake here on first down. This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Penny will try to punch it in. That is touchdown number 1 of the NFL career of former Aztec Rashad Penny, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now it's Davis. And he'll work this one out to about the 38. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Cousins on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Hey, flipper.
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Cousins now. Flushed out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Oh, look at this play call. Oh, spinning away. So, all right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week on our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. And this is Ertz with it, right side. Oh, and now he bowls him over. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now, is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game. A good pick up there, 26 yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Off the play fake, Prescott. He'll let it fly in the direction again. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. A dump underneath to Jones. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. To the air again, Prescott. And he connects with Ertz. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Well, we use the term pitch and catch a lot to denote an easy completion. We just saw one right there on 3rd and 3 to pick up the 1st down.
Why are those so tough to defend? Just because they hit so quickly?
Yeah, it's all about timing and confidence. The quarterback sees it, rips it, there you go.
And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. The left side completion to Jones. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They opt to go for it, and they get it. 1st and goal after a pickup of 5.
41 for Will.
They'll try and run forward with Penny. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Prescott now. This will be caught at about the 5. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Ted Ginn. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And we are tied at 14. So all quarter as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the 2nd half. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the 2nd half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Hey, we're good, we're good, we're good.
And they'll go on the ground. And takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Move, move. Gun.
Working out of the gun, Cousins, eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Umpire through the flag usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. He got 29 yards that time. Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. And an alley to run. And dropped at the 35, but able to display some strength on the run. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Prescott again. Looking for the end zone. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenny Stills, 26 yards. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead. The fly route works for the TD grab.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he powers his way up past the 30. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Credit the tackle that time to Deshaun Hand. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A first down carry for Davis. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Hey, 382, let's 50.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Cousins, flush to his right. And this one is incomplete. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Back to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure, and if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamar Taylor.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. It's a keeper with Prescott, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Penny, a 1st down carry. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Again, it's Penny. And now running right through it. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Rashad Penny making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Rosas to add the extra point. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Rosas now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And coming out now, the Broncos. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now a desperate, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Justin Reed, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, here's Penny. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Money back. Money back. Money back. Make it like a